Oh, my Julio Rodriguez finally shipped today.
Nice.
Friday.
It's a good card to have.
Yep.
This Wander one's not good though.
Yeah, I know.
Deals. And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone. Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead!
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes, yes. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Taproom Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Lads, joined with my man, Big Ball and Ben Larson. It's been about a week and a half. Ben, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. It was nice to get those extra couple days. Our normal Tuesday slot was taken over by Irvin this last week, so
Oh, that was Wednesday night.
or Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday.
No, it was
'Cause
Wednesday.
You guys did
We
the
didn't do
college.
anything on Tuesday.
You guys did the college
On
football
Wednesday.
one on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on
Or
Wednesday.
on Thursday. No? Oh,
Ben, you've lost it, bro.
I guess so. It's been a long
too.
fucking
Yeah.
weekend, man.
You had yourself a 4th of July weekend. I see.
Oh man, no, yeah, lot of moving shit from one house to another. So it's been a long weekend, long week and a half. So
Don't you
we're getting
love?
there.
Don't you love adulting?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Nice, man.
Never a dull moment. So
Hell yeah.
how you doing? How's it back? How is it being back in Vegas?
Well, Ben, I absolutely miss the weather in the Bay Area. That's first and foremost. Uh, but I mean, it's Vegas, man. Summer League started on Thursday night. I went out there and saw Jabari Smith and Paolo Banchero go 1-on-1. Met a lot of fucking great people. Networked, so had a great time.
Love it.
Also won some money on craps finally.
There we go.
It's been a minute on the craps table, but now I had a great night, man. I had a great night.
Oh yeah.
Always stoked to be back in Vegas, obviously, but
yeah,
I'm ready to win some more money, man. I need to win more money. I'm addicted to winning money.
Don't we all?
I found a new niche, Ben. So
Okay.
obviously, being back in California, there's no, state regulated book. So you have to
Yep.
use an offshore book.
Yep.
Re-registered for my offshore account. Started getting back into live betting because in Vegas they don't offer a ton of live betting options.
Yeah.
Dude, I have been hitting live bets ridiculous in MLB overs. I must say, on the MLB live overs that I play, I'm hitting like 85%, dude.
Yeah.
It is incredible how I can just judge if games are gonna go over. Because I found this like this little this like special thing, not a special thing, but when there's big leads, teams are gonna put position players, right? They don't want to waste a reliever if they're down like 8 or 9 runs.
Yep.
So every time a team scores like 8 runs in the first 5 innings, I automatically hammer the over as long as it's 13 and a half or less.
Okay.
Because you're going to get a position player and they're going to score runs on that position player, dude. Like, you know what I mean? And your San Francisco Giants today, they were up 8-0. I took the live over 12 and a half. It was only 12 and a half. The Padres put in a position player in the 8th inning, or in the 9th inning, I'm sorry, and the Giants only score 1 fucking run, dude.
Yep.
That is pathetic. Against a guy that doesn't pitch, they only managed to score 1 run. The other day, same thing happens to the White Sox. They get a position player in. Dude, with 2 outs, they put up like 6 runs because the dude doesn't, like, the guy's not a pitcher.
Yep.
They were just kept going yard off him, dude. So I was a little disappointed in your Giants, Ben.
Yeah, I'll take the 12-0 win against the Padres any day of the week.
Couldn't score against position player though.
Yeah.
Hurt my soul, dude. That
W's
was
a W.
that was the only live over I lost this weekend. Was that one?
Not too bad though. Not too bad.
I was hurt, but I took the live over in the Rays Cincy game. Woo!
Okay.
That was a beautiful play.
There we go. Well, I see you're taking a sip of beer there, so we're gonna kind of go into the beer aspect of the podcast.
Sorry, I got off on a little tangent there.
No, it's all good. It is all good. Got to move things along though. So wanted to let everyone out there know that we are a beer and a sports podcast. At least on our Sunday and Tuesday shows, we really kind of focus in on beers, what we're drinking, and give it an out of 5 rating. We wanted to make this really in all the podcasts here at Taproom be really about like sitting at a bar, drinking beer, and talking sports. And that's something that Jordan and I have done over the years in Vegas, in the Bay Area. I didn't get out to Seattle when you were up there, but I'm sure we definitely reminisce over some beers and sports there. So we wanted to bring that to all of you guys. We want to let you know what we think is a good beer, what is bad beer. And it may not be a bad beer to you. If we think it's bad beer, it may not be a good beer to you if we think it's a good beer. So definitely want you to go out there and try those beers, go to your bottle shops, go to your breweries, and just pick something up. If you do want some good beer, make sure to go to Devour or Devour.com, download the app, get $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more when you use promo code TAPROOM. That's TAPROOM. All you have to do is click on the app and automatically beer gets sent to your phone.
Let's go, y'all.
Can't beat that. All you got to do is sign for it. So we're going to be drinking 2 different beers tonight. At least I've got 2. Jordan, I didn't see a second one listed there, but I know you always have 2 for the Sunday show.
Yes, sir.
And I like your first one. It's coming from a good brewery that we've reviewed a few times. I've been to up in Reno, and man, I'm glad that it gets all to the West Coast. So tell us about this one.
Yeah, so this is from Revision Brewing Company out of Reno, Nevada. This is going to be the Glitter Moon with Tiny Unicorns hazy IPA. My daughter said she wants this can, so that already tells you something. But most people, a lot of people aren't really big fans of hazy IPAs. I actually enjoy hazy IPAs. It's one of my favorite type of brews. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is actually a double IPA. I thought it was a regular IPA.
Okay.
Screw me, dude. 8.5%. So if I start slurring my words, I apologize. I haven't even had a beer before this either. So
there we go.
It's going to be numero uno on the night, Ben. What are you sipping on?
Nice. I'm going with another West Coast brewery out here that is definitely well known all throughout the states. This is going to be from Lagunitas. This is out of Petaluma. This is only about 45 minutes to an hour, kind of northeast of where I'm at. I'm more so just north of where I'm at. And this is the stereohopic hop pairings kind of limited edition series. So this is going to be volume 5, and this is Strata, and I'm going to butcher this, but Eukanut, Ekuanot hops. So you're going to get kind of that citrusy flavor from the Strata hops. You're going to get kind of they say it's a stone fruit and like
the fuck
orange.
is a stone fruit?
It's another one of the kind of tropical fruits, so you get those tropical notes out of it.
Okay.
And it's coming in at 7.2%, so it's pretty hefty IPA, just being for a single IPA here.
Nice.
Definitely has great notes of tropical fruit. I really smell pineapple, which you don't. I'm guessing that's going to be coming from that Eukanot hop, kind of the more tropical kind of flavors coming from that. So great series. If you guys see it on the West Coast, definitely try these the Stereohopic. Great beers. 1, 3, 4, and 5 have been on point.
Hell yeah. Love it. Well, it's time to get into some sports, man. And, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. Baseball has really been kicking into full gear. Major League Baseball, we're heading towards the All-Star break. All-Stars were named today. So before we get into our midseason awards, Ben, I do want to ask you, who are some All-Star snubs, guys that should have made the All-Star team, or anything surprising to you about the All-Star game selection? Let's talk about it, because I have some issues with some of the selections. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, the really big thing that I don't necessarily like is this kind of this vet extra,
legacy.
Yeah, the legacy positions here. It doesn't necessarily seem too correct to me, because we do have the voting for your final positions there in the All-Star team. So
yeah,
I don't necessarily like what we have with that. My biggest snub, I think, is Ty France from the Mariners. He's really led that team. He's batting over 300, 15 doubles, 10 homers, 45 RBIs in his 74 games this season. And if it isn't for Ty France, the Mariners are probably the worst team in baseball right now. And
I mean, they just won. They went on a win streak without him.
Yeah, I know, but the beginning of the season, they would not have been anything close without him. So I mean, I think that's a huge snub there.
I
Out of the West,
I would say Logan Gilbert of the Mariners was more snubbed than Ty France, because Luis Ariz definitely has been better than Ty France. Like, there, no argument for me over there. Luis Ariz also plays second base. He plays first and second basically 50% of the time. So could maybe say something there, but Luis Ariz has to be an All-Star. There's no fucking way he's not an All-Star this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get Ty France, dude. I understand. But I thought Ryan Mountcastle was snubbed from the Orioles. The Orioles have one representative. It's Pablo Lopez, their fucking closer, dude. Yeah. And this is the thing. Mountcastle, I do think Ty France has been better than Ryan Mountcastle. I agree with that. But Ryan Mountcastle is the best player on the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, but Ryan Mountcastle hasn't played much. He's only if even 20 games?
Nah, he's played way more than that. I'm pretty sure he's only missed 3 or 4 games.
No, he didn't start until.
Nah, he has more home runs than Ty France, and he only has 10 less RBIs.
I thought he didn't start for. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Nah, you're talking about you're thinking of Adley Rutschman.
I am thinking of Adley Rutschman. Yep, he's got 73 games for Mountcastle. My bad.
Yeah, nah, he's
definitely thinking of Rutschman.
Because honestly, Ty France probably would have been an All-Star if he didn't go on the IL 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
that's what really hurt him there. But Logan Gilbert should be an All-Star. He should be a definite All-Star starting pitcher. He'll probably get in there because Garrett Cole pitches the Sunday before the All-Star game, so he can't pitch in the All-Star game. So Logan Gilbert will probably get in as a replacement. But no, I totally get the Ty France argument. It's just there's no way you put him in over Luis Ariz. And Ryan Mountcastle has meant as much to his team, if not more, than Ty France. And while I do agree Ty France's numbers are better, and so is a Luis Ariz, I just think like the fact that the Orioles have one representative and it's their closer, I mean, that's kind of disrespectful, dude, to a team that's been extremely hot the last month and a half of the season.
Well, and kind of on the pitching perspective too, I'd put Dylan Cease. I mean, yes, he's got a ton of walks, but you know, in my mind, other than his walks, his numbers are
nasty,
incredible. Yeah, absolutely incredible. I have him as one of the front runners for the Cy Young.
No fucking chance, but
I know, but
that would be if that hit, dude. That would be a great bet to put on. Because I do agree, like there is a chance he could win because he has that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know, and he's had like 2 bad starts this year, and one of them was against the Dodgers where he allowed 6 runs, but it wasn't even earned runs because it all happened on 2 errors. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. Dylan Cease should be an all-star. I'm actually shocked he's not an all-star.
Yep.
But like I said, with the pitchers, if guys go on the Sunday before the all-star game, they can't pitch. We usually see other starting pitchers get in. I think Dylan Cease will be one of them. Logan Gilbert will be another. Maybe even Tyler Wells of the Orioles could be another one.
Yeah. If we look on the the opposite side on the NL, I think we could see Rodon, being one of those replacement pitchers coming in because he's been outstanding over those 17 starts that he's had as well. But on a team who's not really getting the traction that they had last year. So
yeah, Andy, he had a few starts in the middle there that, like in the end of May, beginning of June, that kind of set him back a little bit. But he's been absolutely electric his last few starts.
Yeah,
he's definitely back to form. Yeah, I just think with pitchers, it's just so hard, bro. Like they should add more pitchers into it. You know what I mean? Like there's been some how's Spencer Strider not all-star in the NL? Like dudes.
Well, we're missing a lot of rookies in the in my opinion in the.
I mean, the fan voting is just trash. I mean, how does Shohei Ohtani get voted in as a DH over Yordan Alvarez, dude? A guy that is arguably the MVP of the AL.
Yep.
Like it's a disservice to these guys, and I get the Ohtani praise, but it's like he gets voted in as a starting pitcher, which he's definitely a better pitcher than he is a hitter. And he gets put in as a hitter, and he's not even the best hitter at his position. It's like, I mean, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing here? The fuck are we doing? Why is Tim Anderson an all-star? Dude missed like a month and a half of the season.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
because of fan voting, yeah.
It's just, it's all bad.
It is. It really is. There's a couple questionable ones here. On the NL side, you could talk about Austin Riley being kind of one of those questionable spots.
Austin Riley's been great, dude.
Yeah, I know. No, why is he not on that list?
Well, I mean, the Braves have like 6 all-stars. So
That's true.
Matt Olson didn't make the all-star team, but I mean, he plays at first base. First base is really tough because Pete Alonso's there. Yeah. Paul Goldschmidt. I mean,
Freddie didn't make that list as well because of the first base issue, is my guess there.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of good first basemen in the NL, dude.
Yeah.
It's a tough position to play. They should just move over to third because we don't have a lot of good third basemen right now.
Yeah.
That was Bo Bichette. How the fuck is Bo Bichette a fucking all-star, dude?
Sure. Yeah.
The fuck is
Very
this,
true.
man?
What do you think about the only Nat being there is Juan Soto instead of Josh Bell?
I mean, let's be real, dude. Juan Soto is that good of a player. He has like a fucking 360 on base percentage because he gets walked at least twice a game.
It's true. That's very true.
And like, dude, we knew this was gonna happen, Ben. We said it in the beginning of the year. Like that lineup's so bad, they're just gonna fucking walk. They're gonna pitch around Juan Soto. I feel like his average is down because he gets so tired of walking that he like he forces the issue sometimes. You know what I mean?
Swings what you shouldn't.
Yeah. So I have no issue with Juan Soto. I mean, you know how I feel about him as a player. He's one of the best players in the league.
Well, I think we can probably push that Josh Bell didn't get in because he plays first base.
Yeah, that's a tough position, dude.
Yeah.
That is a tough position.
I mean, batting 304, 386 OBS, 491 slugging percentage, 19 doubles, 2 triples, 12 homers, 47 RBIs.
And he's going to get traded.
Yeah, exactly.
So he will not be a national by the All-Star. I mean, by August 1st, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how NL is just so, first base heavy here.
Yeah, a lot of good first basemen in the league right now. But I'm telling you, look at those third basemen, dude. There's not a lot of great third basemen around the league right now.
No.
That's a position that, if you good third baseman, you have
money.
You can make a lot of money, and you could easily be the best third baseman in the league.
Yep.
What are some the first half of the season, Ben? What are some surprises to you, or both positively and negatively?
First half of the season surprise would be, negatively, I'd probably say the regression of the Giants pitching.
What about the Angels?
Oh, huge. Absolutely. I think we could definitely start there. Angels offensively and defensively, even with Trout back and, Ohtani hitting the way that they are, they're not putting anything up. I think we could say the Toronto Blue Jays, the same thing. They have the players, on paper, they're one of the best teams in the league, and they just can't put anything together, especially with 2 outs, especially with runners in scoring position.
1-9 in their last 10, Ben.
Yep.
Nasty stuff going on there.
Not pretty there. Surprises on the positive side, the Cleveland Guardians. At least out of the AL was the Guardians. I did not expect them to be, playing where they're at. Granted, I do know that the Central is kind of a shit show right now. Twins, are playing where they should be playing. Chicago, incredibly injured. Didn't expect to see that.
They've been healthy for like a month, dude.
I wouldn't say healthy.
They got everyone back, dude. They got Anderson back. They got Lewis Robert, Eloy.
Yeah, but it's not consistent. It's
they're not consistent. That's the issue.
Oh, absolutely.
And then when they do
they're still
hit,
missing a player here or there every single game.
But they haven't been for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. Who they been missing?
It's been rotations of things. It's been,
but the last 3 or 4 weeks they have everybody back. Everybody's been healthy, and they cannot get shit together. Like when they can hit, their bullpen blows the games.
Yeah.
When they get good starting pitching, they can't fucking hit. And like they are so bad against right-handed pitching. Like they're against lefties, they're number 1 WRC plus, number 1 WOBA. Like they're the best team versus lefties, no question. But when they go against righties, you never know what you get 0 runs. I mean, the Tigers just like smacked them around.
Yeah,
bro. They had who'd they have in town? They had a 4-game set against the Twins. They almost got swept, dude. It went into extra innings.
Yeah.
They only took 1 of those games, and then they only took 2 out of 2 against Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean,
all 3 against San Francisco, though. In San Francisco.
But that's because the Giants threw a couple lefties in there, and they hit lefties, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like this is a team that should be much better. Because I was gonna say my biggest surprise negatively has been how bad the White Sox are, and I do agree. The first couple months of the season, they did battle through injuries here and there, and they never had their whole lineup. But now they do, and they still look like shit.
So they still have Jake Berger. They've got.
But Jake Berger isn't the guy we
Lance Sosa, Yasmani Grandal. Like they still aren't a full complete team, and especially.
But nobody is at this point.
Yeah. The Guardians are.
If like when I talk about the White Sox, I'm talking Eloy Jimenez, Jose Abreu, Luis Robert, Tim Anderson. If those 4 guys are there, they should not be this bad.
That's true.
That's such a nasty 1-4, dude. 1-4.
Yeah.
And then Vaughn has been really good this year too.
Yeah.
Dylan Cease that you mentioned, like that's the other thing. Dylan Cease has been great, but outside of that, like their starting pitching
hasn't been good at all. Yeah. No, not at all.
Except against the Giants.
Yeah. I mean, when you're throwing in Cueto in there, it doesn't surprise me.
Cueto's actually been good though. He's been their second best starter.
Yeah, which is
that's sad.
That is Lance sad. When you've got Giolito.
Lance Lynn has not been good since he got back. But, dude, we knew last year he wasn't that good. We knew the regression was coming. Okay, he was hurt. Okay, I give him that. But he was never going to be that, sub 2.5 ERA pitcher that he was last year. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not who he is.
Yeah.
It's just nasty, dude. Do you think they fire La Russa?
I mean, I don't think if they haven't fired him now, I don't think they do it until the end of the year.
Dude,
I mean,
I
I think
just
we're
think
at
like,
that point halfway through the season where it's almost too late to do it.
see, I don't know because you can't trade everybody. You know, the easiest thing to do when things aren't going well is fire your manager. And I also think La Russa is like totally senile, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think he knows what's
they're
going
not-
on anymore.
They're not that far back from, winning the division here. I mean, they go on a hot run and, the Twins
They're not,
slow down. The Guardians slow down. They're back in first place. They're only 5 games back. It's not this is the only division within the American League that I can see something still happening in.
I agree.
Yankees way too far ahead. Astros way too far ahead. And that leaves at least a wild card position probably coming out of the Central. So, the Guardians could do it. The White Sox could do it. I mean, they're only half game back on the Guardians right now. So, they could easily pass up the Guardians, no problem. They get hot, they can put a fight in with Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't disagree because that lineup is great, dude.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not gonna just write them off completely because that offense can get extremely hot, and once they get hot, they're one of the most they're a tough offense to beat.
Yeah.
Still know if they have the pitching, Ben. I just don't know if they do.
Yep. And even if they do pick up a starter at the deadline, they're going to have to give away an offensive,
well, they're probably going to have to give away a prospect or two, but
yeah, I don't think they have too many prospects coming up.
They should go trade for Ramon Laureano.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they should trade for because they need an outfielder, a defensive outfielder, and a guy that can fucking hit. But the problem is Laureano's a right-handed hitter. They actually need left-handed hitters.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Also, big surprise to me, my Baltimore Orioles, Ben. They are going to make the playoffs. I'm telling you right now, they will make the playoffs. I get 2014 San Francisco Giants vibes from this team. Like, unexplainably, they just managed to win these games, dude. They're down 3 runs in the 9th to the Angels the other night, and they come back and win the game. Like, it's just crazy shit. Today, they had
the Angels, though.
That's true. But today, they put up 6 runs in an inning because the Angels had a error, a pass ball, and a balk in the same inning, dude.
Yeah. I mean, they're only 4.5 games back from the first wild card position. So they're
in the
2 games back from the last wild card position here.
And the Rays just put Wander Franco on the IL, so he's going to be out.
3 players on the IL today.
Kiermaier, but Franco's out 6 to 8 weeks. They haven't been able to hit the ball. They're 27th in WRC Plus and 27th in WOBA right now. So they haven't been able to hit even with Wander Franco.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for the Rays, dude, and that opens the door.
It isn't. Who they put? Kiermaier, Springs, and Franco.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
And tomorrow they're starting Whistler, who's a reliever, so they're really only hoping for 1 or 2 innings, and then they go into the bullpen.
Yeah.
It's just not a good situation for the Rays. The Jays are spiraling out of control. Like, will they ever win again? I don't know.
They'll win again.
But it's not looking good.
Yeah. The on the West, the NL side, I'm very much surprised about the Philadelphia Phillies. What they've been able to do after firing their coach has just been, I don't want to say impressive,
and
but
Bryce Harper getting hurt, Ben.
And Bryce Harper's hurt, with surgery, out for like 6 to 8 weeks, right? Probably will be back by the end of the season.
End of August.
Yeah. But they've played very well after the coaching change here, which is something that we saw the Angels just completely continue their spiral.
That's why if you're the White Sox, why don't you just fire La Russa? Who knows what happens?
Yeah. As you're wearing your Phillies hat today too, I just realized that. There we go. Yeah. So Phillies, I'm really impressed with what they've done over the last 2 months probably with the new head coach in there.
Yep.
So
they've been good. They've been getting production up and down the lineup. Pitching has been really fucking good though. Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, both have been outstanding. And that's what they're gonna need. And the bullpen's been a lot better too, because remember the bullpen was blowing a ton of games. They've been much more nails lately. So if they can get that pitching, Kyle Gibson, Wheeler, Nola, Because that was really our concern about the Phillies all along, was were they going to be able to pitch? We knew they were going to be able to hit, and so they'll be able
I still
to hit.
see them as a wild card team, though. I don't see them catching the Mets or the Braves.
I mean, dude,
but I do see them as someone who can.
And the
fight
Mets
for that
can
number 2 and
absolutely
number 3.
regress though.
That's true. That's very true.
They've
Their
been
pitching has not been great.
Yeah, and no DeGrom, no Scherzer. DeGrom is back in a rehab start. Scherzer is going to make a second start tomorrow against the Braves. But outside of that, Bassett just went on the IL.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And Taijuan Walker's been great.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
But will he continue doing what he's been doing? I don't know. And then their lineup has been very inconsistent. I mean, Pete Alonso went like 10 games without hitting an RBI, and he still leads the league in RBI.
He still does. Yeah.
But they got to make some moves, dude. And their bullpen isn't that great. So it's like, I could absolutely see the Mets, and the Mets do this all the time, dude. They're like, they lose big leads, dude. It's just what they do.
Yeah.
The Braves are the best team in this division, though.
Easily. Hands down. I could definitely see. I don't think they'll win the division.
Who?
The Phillies.
No, they won't win they won't win the division. The Braves are going to win the division.
I think they'll see the Mets and the Phillies as 2 of the wild card teams, and then that leaves the Padres as that third.
No, the Padres will make the playoffs.
Yeah, as that third wild card team.
No, they won't.
They won't. Okay.
Because, dude, they've been so bad in the last like 3 weeks. They were tied with the Dodgers 3 weeks ago. Now they're 8 games back of the Dodgers. Like, and they have to play the Rockies this week, Ben. And the Rockies have won like 12 in a row against them. The Rockies own them. We said this before too when they were in first place. Both of us said this team doesn't do anything great, but they somehow manage to win games. That's the kind of team that is going to regress at some point. That's kind of what's happening with the Mets. Like, the Mets were winning a ton of games. The Mets led the league in infield hits. Yeah. You're not going to get a ton of infield hits throughout the course of a season, right? That's considered luck, quote unquote luck in baseball. Yeah. So that's going to regress to the mean. And we knew their starting pitching was going to regress at some point. It hasn't, but their offense has. So that's what I'm saying. But the Mets have a much better lineup than the Padres do, because outside of Manny Machado, the Padres fucking suck.
Do you know when Tatis is coming back?
Dude, I don't know if he's going to come back this year, Ben. Because it was supposed to be June, and then they were saying he still hasn't swung a bat like a week ago.
Today, Tatis inching forward. What does that mean?
Is he hitting off a tee at least? Has he got to that point? Because he's going to have to make some rehab starts. He's going to have to, like...
Nope, he has not.
He has
not begun swinging the bat full speed.
He does not play this year. There's no chance he plays this year. Unless the Padres are, like, in the thick of things in the last month, I doubt he plays.
Yeah. So he's expected to meet with doctors in Phoenix tomorrow.
Oh, dude, he ain't playing,
that
bro.
He'll begin swinging full bat speed on Tuesday.
Nah, meeting with doctors is not a good thing. What about their team doctors? Why does he meet with their team doctors? Why are they sending him to other doctors?
Progression would begin with T-work, knee workout with rehab assignment, increasing the intensity of his work at shortstop and in the outfield since his last positive meeting with doctors on June 28th.
Right.
And he was told he was about 2 weeks away from beginning the swing progression.
And that was how long ago?
The 28th. June 28th.
So we're coming up on 2 weeks now.
Yeah, which is why he meets tomorrow with his doctors.
Okay. I don't know if he plays this year.
Yeah.
At the earliest, probably like mid-August, because he's still got to make rehab starts. You know, you got to get back to, like, major league pitching, dude. You can't go from, like, not swinging a bat for fucking almost a year.
Yeah.
To just going in there and facing major league pitching, dude.
They're talking about him moving to outfield.
Well, yeah, they were saying that. Remember they were saying that last year when he, like, hurt his shoulder?
Yeah.
Because he gets beat up. And to be honest, he's not a great defensive shortstop anyways.
Yeah.
Plus, they have C.J. Abrams coming up, much better with the glove. He's got to hit better, though, because they really are relying on him. I don't know, Ben. Like, I just don't. I don't love anything about this Padres team except for Mackenzie Gore, and he got shelled today.
He did.
So
He got the shit beat out of him today.
I just don't love this team, bro. Even Joe Musgrove, dude. Like, every time he pitches, I'm like, he doesn't give me like ace vibes, dude. He's like a third starter to me. Like, he doesn't have elite stuff. I just don't love this team, bro. Outside of Machado and Tatis, I absolutely fucking hate this roster. Yeah. Even Tyler Rogers is good, their closer. He's nice. But I don't like this roster. Yeah. Take the Orioles over them. I'm telling you, Ben, those Orioles are going to make the playoffs, dude.
Oh, man. Okay.
I'm calling it right now. The Baltimore Orioles, who are 41-44 on the season right now, will make the playoffs.
Okay.
They will make the playoffs.
We'll see.
Dude, Ben, since Adley Rutschman got called up, they're 24-17.
Yeah.
He's been a huge difference, dude.
It's interesting. He definitely has been.
And it's not even with the bat.
They're a good enough team.
It's not even with the bat. Their pitching has been so fucking lights out, dude.
Yeah. I just still don't know if they're a good enough team.
I mean, they're probably not, dude, but they just have this like weird, they just have this crazy vibe. And honestly, Cedric Mullins, Trey Mancini, Ryan Mountcastle, who am I forgetting? Oh, and Anthony Santander, Austin Hayes. I mean, dude, that's a better 1-5 than a lot of teams. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it. Like, the back part of their lineup isn't that great, but neither is the Blue Jays. You know what I mean? Neither is the Rays. I mean, the Orioles have a much better lineup than the Rays. The Rays just have good pitching. Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, the Orioles
both to get into the playoffs.
The Orioles are going to make the playoffs. And we know the Mariners love to choke, dude. The Mariners are going to choke.
That's very true. All right, let's move into awards. We've been talking baseball for a good long time here.
Well, dude, this is baseball season, bro.
I know, but we still got half of baseball to talk about right now.
That's true.
And I'm getting low on my beer, so we're gonna need a break pretty soon. So
me too. I'm getting pretty low too. All right, so let's talk about our awards, mid-season awards. Ben, who's your AL Cy Young right now?
AL Cy Young. I didn't want to go the same on you with this one because I'm going to go the same on you with the NL one. So I'm going to switch things up with you.
There's only one right answer in both the AL and Cy Young right now.
Yeah. I'm going to give a long shot here. I'm going to go Verlander. 11-3 in 17 starts. 0.225 batting average with balls in play. Low home run to fly ball rate. I mean, he's
Ben's digging deep to make an argument for Verlander.
What's that?
I said you're digging deep to make an argument.
I definitely am. Doesn't have the greatest strikeout per 9 numbers. The person you're gonna really pick up, is kind of the lead in that. Second, I guess, in the league. Dylan Cease is kind of owning things there with the strikeouts per 9. But great walks per 9. Great home runs per 9. He's got great numbers everywhere. There is one person that's a little bit higher, but
not everything.
But he's on the Tampa Bay Rays, and we're gonna see that regression go down.
Well, he's not gonna regress. I mean, they still don't even win when he pitches because they can't hit.
Yeah.
Unless he could hit, dude, he's not. He's got to pitch like 0-run ball, which is very difficult, but. He does it pretty much every start he goes out there.
Yeah.
That's Shane McClanahan. Like, I mean, honestly, dude, I think NL Cy Young is like basically a wrap right now. It would take both these guys getting hurt for them to lose. I mean, Shane McClanahan, number 1 in ERA, number 1 in XFIP, number 1 in xERA. Like, every advanced analytic, you watch the guy pitch. I mean, he's almost fucking unhittable. Like, he has to make a mistake, which is why his home run to fly ball ratio isn't that good because he doesn't get a lot of contact, but when he does, he usually makes a mistake over the middle and gives up a solo home run. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think McClanahan is the only answer here.
I think you're right. But if it's McClanahan's to lose, but who's going to take over that position if he does lose is Verlander. So I think he's the number
Plus,
2.
Verlander has the narrative behind him, like the old guy coming back from Cy Young. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I agree with that. And then NL Cy Young.
And Houston is just going to skyrocket the rest of the season.
Depends on how long Jordan's out. If he's out a while, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's going to be out for too long, though.
Well, I mean, they put him on the IL today.
Yeah, 10-day.
NL Cy Young, I think there's really only one right answer here.
Yeah, Sandy Alcantara.
Yeah, it's incredible what this guy is doing right now. He's on pace to become the first pitcher since 2014 to pitch 244 innings. Bonus question, do you know who that pitcher is?
No.
Johnny fucking Cueto.
Interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting here. I do think we could have probably 2 other people who are going to be close. I don't think that's really going to come
Max
close
Fried
to
and
Alcantara and Rodon.
Right.
I think it just, again, it depends how the second half of the season goes. But I mean, I think the big thing for Rodon is he is not allowing anything up in the air to get out of the park. And,
he also plays in the most pitcher friendly park there is.
Not the most pitcher friendly park.
Second,
even then, he's not walking a lot of guys. He's striking the world out, which has been very impressive to watch. Being a Giants fan, and that earned run is, again, it's not the best, but it's not bad there. I think you could also see Max Fried, coming out of Atlanta.
I love Max Fried, man.
Those are 2, great long shots that, you could put a little bit down and, do it now. If there's an injury to Alcantara, one of those 2 is going to be.
Come on, man. Knock on wood, dog.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. I don't want an injury to happen, but it does happen. And those 2 would be some great people to throw a little bit of money on, because you're looking at hold on, let me pull up my Cy Young award winners here. You put Max Fried is plus 1,300, Rodon is plus 2,500.
Jesus Christ, dude! 2 weeks ago, Alcantara was like plus 800. Now he's like plus 200.
I see him at plus 105.
Shit.
Yep.
Oh,
Corbin Burns plus 550. Gonsolin plus 800.
Dude, that's how good Alcantara has been, Ben. He's gone 14 consecutive starts of 7 innings or more, dude. That's incredible in today's age. And that's what I love about Alcantara, dude, is that he is an old-fashioned pitcher. He's not afraid to pitch to contact. He will literally fucking challenge hitters every time because he doesn't like to walk guys.
Yeah.
And, he likes to stay in ball games, and he likes to make sure that he is the only one that can assure himself a win or a loss. And I fucking respect that shit. Alcantara is that dude. Who's your AL MVP? I see we're both split here, but I could go either way here as well.
Yeah. AL MVP, I'm gonna go Jordan. It definitely is gonna be a interesting piece to see how long he is out with this injury. Everything that I've read is it isn't something that's gonna take a long time being.
I didn't even know he was hurt.
Immobile.
They said he's been hurt for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. And it just kind of
was lingering
point here. Yeah.
And he was still hitting bombs, dog. He hit like 8 home runs in 12 days.
Yep. Well, I think the big thing about Jordan is his, he's really smart at the plate too. He will walk.
Such a good hitter, dude.
Yeah, he will, wait on his pitch. I mean, he's only 4 home runs behind Judge. And he's got a better OBP, better slugging percentage, OBS, excuse me. And he is that all-around player offensively and defensively that you want to see in an all-star.
Yep. No, I agree. This one to me is splitting hairs. I would take Judge right now just for the simple fact that he's been a catalyst behind the best team. He's been a major part of it. And he leads the league in home runs, 30 home runs. And he's also better defensively than Jordan.
Yeah.
And that's really the only thing I would give over Jordan, because I think Jordan's a much better hitter than Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
So that's why I it's splitting hairs to me, dude. If Jordan was MVP, it wouldn't shock me. If Judge was MVP, it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
I think both those guys are well deserving. All right, who's your NL MVP? I think we both agree on. I think this one's easy.
This one. Yeah. This is gonna be Goldie.
Yeah.
What he's doing behind the plate is absolutely incredible. Little high on the strikeout numbers at 20% here. But again, same thing with Yoran. He's smart. He's 12.1% walk percentage, and that means that he's got a great eye for the ball. I mean, batting 340 right now is just absolutely incredible. 19 homers, in 364 plate appearances is pretty damn impressive for him. With him and Arenado in St. Louis, this is a great dynamic offense. But
they're the two dynamic. That offense sucks.
Yeah, they're the two good things there in that offense. But no, I guess you could go. Tommy Edman is playing well for his decent there. But I think Goldie has it.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is all Goldschmidt's to lose. First in WAR, WRC plus, first in average, second in RBI in the NL.
First in slugging percentage.
Yeah, I mean, he's been the best player, hands down. Like, it's not even a debate.
Yeah.
I still think that, like, Pete Alonso can take it if the Mets can somehow, like, if they can be the best team in the NL, because Pete Alonso was a big part of that. But, like, Pete Alonso's been so cold the last 2.5, 3 weeks that
he really has. Yeah.
He really fell off here, and this is definitely a one-man race right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about another one-man race, the AL Rookie of the Year.
Julio.
Yeah, this one isn't even close, dude. He's been by far the best rookie. First among rookies in WAR, second in WRC plus. The only other first in WRC plus in the AL, second in WRC plus amongst all qualified rookies.
Yep.
And he's on pace to hit 30-30, dude. 30 stolen bases, 30 home runs. So that'd be something if he can do that. He'll be the first rookie to do that, I think, since Barry Bonds or Ken Griffey Jr., one of the two, which is Mike Trout, which is also pretty remarkable territory. You know what I mean? He's been that good. All-star selection, just easy.
Yep.
Who's your NL Rookie of the Year? Because I see we're both split here, and I cannot understand why you picked this guy, and I got to hear this.
I mean, just the numbers alone really are the reason behind this. This is one that I kind of had to do some digging with, and really just looked at offensive numbers here. Low strikeout percentage, high walk percentage, batting 285.
Who is it? You gotta tell the people who it is.
Brendan Donovan out of St. Louis. 65 games played. Only 2 home runs right now, but he, is leading the rookies. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Juan Yepes has one more RBI than him, but leading the NL in RBIs at 26. Or I guess second. And he's good OBP, decent slugging percentage, not that great, but offensively he is the biggest rookie firepower for the NL.
I was shocked when I read that you had that there, because I think there's 2 Atlanta Braves that could win, and the first one's Spencer Strider, the second one is Michael Taylor, Michael Harris. I'm sorry, their center fielder, who leads all qualified rookies in WAR.
That's true. He does lead all qualified rookies in WAR, but has a very low walk percentage and very high strikeout percentage.
But what he does on the defensive end, bro, I've seen that guy take away more fucking game-winning RBIs than anybody I've seen in a long ass time. Like, he's so good with the glove, bro. Mm-hmm. But my choice is Spencer Strider here. First rookie with 2 starts, 11 strikeouts or more, 2.6 ERA, 2.41 xFIP, and a ridiculous 13.68 K per 9. I mean, this guy has been phenomenal, and he has a great mustache, dude, to top it all off.
Yeah.
And he's a big part of why Atlanta's been so good lately, dude.
Yeah.
Because every 5th day he takes the ball, and he's giving you fucking shutout baseball.
Yep.
He's that fucking good, and he has that kind of stuff, dude. So I got to go Spencer Strider, but since he is a pitcher, it is like he could always be passed up. Plus, he could, because if he regresses at all, it's going to be nasty. And with rookies pitching, you never know, because they've never pitched this many innings, especially because he's a converted reliever too.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Should we take a break and then do our top 5 after Power Rankings?
No, I think we just go to our top 5 and then we
all right.
Then we move into basketball and bets.
So let's do our top 5 mid-season. We didn't get one last week. What's your top 5 this week, Benjamin?
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of talk about these two together. My number 4 and number 5. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Braves. Atlanta Braves, 52-35, 8-2 over their last 10. And number 5 is going to be the New York Mets, 53-33, 6-4 over their last 10. I'm putting these two together because there is an absolutely big series going on in the next 3 days to determine the top of the NL East. Braves are trending upward. Mets are coming back down to earth. I do like what the Braves did today, adding Cano just as a really a depth piece. I don't think he's going to be a game changer in any sense, but he is going to be a good, depth add-on and good in the locker room there. Mets lost a really tough one to the Marlins today, so we're going to go with number 4 Atlanta Braves, number 5 the New York Mets. Number 3, we're going to go with the Houston Astros, 8-2 in the last 10. I think we're really going to see the Astros really skyrocket through the rest of July. They have already won series against the A's, Angels, and Royals to start this month. Then they have 7 games against the Mariners, 6 games against the A's, and 2 against the Angels and the Yankees. Obviously, the Yankees are going to be their only tough opponent going through the month of July. So I see them really, winning all but maybe that Yankee series, and that's probably going to be a split in those 2 games there. So good, kind of on the up and up for Houston, number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go with the New York Yankees, 5-5 in their last 10, split their 4-game series with the Red Sox, and again, having a really tough 2 games with the Astros coming up. So I think this is the regression period that you were talking about, them coming back down to earth. We are seeing their pitching kind of move down a little bit. And even though I hate to say it, these solo home runs that you've been mentioning over and over and over again, they've got to be putting up more. And, with Atlanta, with the Dodgers kind of closing in on their pitching dominance that we really saw the Yankees pull ahead at the beginning of the season. I think this is where the Yankees move down from my number 1 position into my number 2 position, which means that the Dodgers are back at the top. 7-game win streak, 9-1 their last 10.
Bold, Ben.
Won their last 3 series handily against the Cubs, the Rockies, and the Padres. Again, not too tough. They have a really easy July with the Angels, Nats, Rockies, Cards, and Giants. The Cards and Giants, I think, are the only ones who can cause them problems. They're a better team than all of them, but the Giants step up for the Dodgers for some reason. So I still think they're going to win every series this month, but I think that the Giants and the Cards series could be a little bit tighter there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm surprised you put the Dodgers over the Yankees though. Although I do agree with what you said, I'm shocked. So my top 5 teams, number 5, I'm going Atlanta, 52-35. Strider Fried and Kyle Wright are as legit of a 1-2-3 punch as you're gonna see in Major League Baseball right now. And if Morton and Ian Anderson, and that's funny because Morton Anderson. If those guys can just be replacement level, I mean, this is a team that is absolutely going. It's a World Series team, dude, because their bullpen is absolutely lights out. And then you mix in guys like Swanson having career years, Wilson Contreras, D'Arnaud, Acuna, Matt Olson. I mean, this is a great fucking team. Michael Harris. This team is very scary, dude. I think that they definitely have a possibility to win the World Series. Number 4, I have the New York Mets. Not by much, dude, Ben. I'm with you. After this series this week, which I think the Braves are going to take first place, this is going to look a lot different next week.
Yep.
Mets just lost 2-3 to the Marlins. Braves are right on their heels. I have zero doubts the Mets will be huge players at the deadline, though. I think they're going to be very aggressive in getting more talent on their roster. Scherzer is back. DeGrom can be back. If those 2 guys are right, this could get very interesting. But, man, the Braves are just that's a great team right now. That is a very great team. Number 3, I have the Houston Astros. And this is interesting because I do think that they are the best team in baseball. The only reason why I put them at number 3 this week is because Jordan's on the IL. That's gonna set him back because Jordan is that good of a player. And we didn't have a show last week, but I wanted to talk about it. The Astros went 14 straight games, Ben, without taking an at bat from behind on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Which is absolutely incredible. even though they lost two of them.
Who did that get snapped to? They're snapped against?
The Angels.
The fucking Angels, yeah.
The Angels. Number 2, I'm going the Dodgers. 100% agree with everything you just said. And you're not wrong for putting them number 1. I think this could be a flip-flop. And then same thing with the Yankees, number 1. 100% agree. They've definitely regressed to the mean. Nestor Cortez, 4 of his last 6 starts, he's given up 3 or more earned runs. Tyon, his last 3 starts, 16 innings, giving up 14 earned. They lost 3 of 5 to the Astros, which is the best team they faced since playing the Red Sox this week, who they split 2-2. And the Red Sox have dog shit pitching, dude, if we're being completely honest, dude. Like, anybody should be able to fucking knock the Red Sox around. So,
yeah, that offense is strong, though.
I knew the Yankees would. I mean, I would argue the Red Sox have a better lineup than the Yankees do. It's just the Red Sox have no starting pitching. It's terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. But the Yankees starting pitching regressing to the mean, which I think we all knew, and anybody that really watches baseball and follows
Except
baseball.
for Yankees fans.
I mean, even Yankees fans I've seen on Twitter, they're like, because guys are like, oh my God, Tyon and Cortez, blah, blah, blah. It's like, and Yankees fans are telling them like, yo, you didn't think they were going to pitch like sub-2 ERA baseball all year, did you? Like, these are career like 4 or 5 ERA guys, dude. So, you know, the Yankees could very well continue that. I don't think their bullpen is as good, especially with Chad Green going down. And, you know, while their offense has been hot, you know, Giancarlo Stanton fucking sucks as a hitter. He's just so strong that when he makes contact, it fucking goes 500 feet.
Yep.
But he doesn't make contact a whole lot. Joey Gallo stinks. This lineup is like I said, the Red Sox are a much better lineup.
Yeah.
The Yankees are regressing. They're still a very good team, and they're going to be up there all year because they have such a large lead.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for them to come back, but they're due for a losing streak, Ben.
They are. They absolutely are. Yep.
All right, let's take a quick break real quick, and then we'll hop back in here. We got some NBA news to talk about, and then we also have our best bets, of course. So stay locked with us. We will be right back. Ready? All right, we are back. Thank y'all for staying locked with us. Getting off MLB. We got a lot of NBA, not a lot of NBA, but we do definitely have some NBA to talk about.
Couple things to talk about, yeah.
But Ben, we gotta talk about our beers, man.
Yep. It is time for the second beers of the night. you had that great one coming in out of Reno, out of oh my God, I just blanked on Revision IPA or Revision Brewing.
Yep.
What do you have for number 2?
So I'm keeping it on a theme tonight. I'm going both 2 hazy IPAs. So the first one was a double hazy IPA. Didn't seem like it was 8.5%, which is pretty good. But this one's from Coronado Brewing Company, Ben.
Okay.
This is the Mango Farm Hazy IPA. It's brewed with mango and lactose, so you won't be able to drink this with mango flavoring added. This is coming at 6.8%. Haven't even taken a sip yet. Smells very delicious, though.
Nice.
Looking forward to this one.
What is it percentage wise?
6.8.
Okay.
Yeah, not
Not
too
bad,
bad.
especially after that 8.5.
Yeah.
Nice. So I'm going to be going with an IPA, my second IPA of the night, and this is going to be called Hops of Wrath, and this is coming from Dust Bowl Brewing. This Dust Bowl, like I mentioned, I think it was 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I had their Taco Truck Lime, and this is out of Monterey. So this is their IPA coming in at 6.6%, so pretty low on the on the percentage there for the IPA. So we'll see how this one does. Oh, actually, I lied. This one is brewed out of Turlock, California. So this was not from their Monterey Brewing. This was from their Turlock brewery. So
okay. Yep. Turlock, California. Shout out to Turlock.
Exactly. I didn't realize that they had 2 brew sites.
Nice, dude. Looking forward to that one. How's it smell?
Very hoppy. A lot of pine hop notes.
Okay.
To that. Don't necessarily get the tropical there.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Looking forward to hearing how that one tastes. Let's hop into some NBA news, dude. So obviously I was out in Summer League this week, so met a lot of people that are connected and stuff. Heard a lot of stuff. A lot of NBA stuff. So I'm stoked to share it. I'm not gonna say any names though, because I don't want to get anyone fucking in trouble with sources and all that. But I do want to talk about it because Kevin Durant, before we went on vacation, Kevin Durant asked for a trade, right? Yep. Says his two destinations he wants to go to is Phoenix and Miami, the 2 number 1 seeds. Shocker, Kevin Durant, of course.
Yep.
And he still hasn't been traded.
Nope.
The Nets, when he announced the trade, the Nets moved to 50-1 to win the title. They've since moved back up to, you can get them about plus 25, so 25-1. I mean, they're right behind the contenders and stuff. Not too far behind, which is odds makers basically telling you, Ben, that they don't think Kevin Durant's going to get traded.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, I think their asking price for Kevin Durant is way too much. Seeing some of their requests previously, I mean, you're asking for, the Lakers to send over AD 4 first-round picks and, and other pieces over there. You're asking the Wolves to send over Cat, oh my God, what's his name? Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man. 5 picks, and other players over there. I just don't think that there's a team that's willing to get rid of their whole roster for KD.
Well, I mean, that's what it's going to take.
Absolutely. It is definitely going to take that. But I think the Nets want the pieces that all of these teams want to have as a mix with KD.
This is the thing. Kevin Durant goes to your team, you're automatically a contender. You're automatically a top 10 team to win the title. No matter who's on that roster, just KD going there. All right. So the Nets want that kind of value back. All right. The Nets don't own their draft picks. The Rockets do for the next several years.
Yeah.
So it does them no good to tank. It does them no good to trade, let's say, the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Durant, and they get the Phoenix Suns picks because those picks are going to be meaningless because they're going to be contending, right?
Yep.
So I have Kevin Durant for 4 more years. He's 34 years old. By the end of his contract, he's going to be 38. I hold all the leverage here. KD, hey, man, we tried to trade you. We couldn't find a package we wanted. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. What are you going to do?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you going to sit out for 4 years and wait till you're 38 and then come back and play?
Yeah.
No.
Not going to happen. Yeah.
Nah. There's no chance KD gets traded.
Yep.
I would give it a 0.00001% chance he gets traded before the season starts.
Yep. Well, and a big problem with that is Ben Simmons being on his, the 5-year deal after his rookie contract.
Yeah.
And that knocks out a lot of players here. I mean, not that any of these would be pieces that would likely go, but that knocks out Luka, Trae Young, Shai Gilgeous Alexander, De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum, Cat, Booker, Murray, Porter Jr., Wiggins, and Embiid.
Yep. No, there's no chance
and that
he gets
would
traded.
be a trade piece equitable for the Nets to move them. And I don't see any other place that has the players other than maybe Toronto, but they're not gonna break up the multiple years of being horrible to have KD there, who I'm sorry, KD can't do it all. We learned that this last year. KD
can do a lot.
He can do a lot. Yeah, absolutely. He is, again, one of the best players in basketball at this moment.
But the point for a team to trade for KD is to compete for a championship, not to give their championship pieces away for KD. I agree. Mm-hmm. But the Nets need to ask for that kind of return because they have no other option.
Yeah.
They can't just give KD away. It does them absolutely zero good.
Yeah.
Then they're just setting themselves up to rebuild for 7 years. And that's just not going to happen. Yeah. Kyrie, on the other hand, that's a different story because Kyrie's only signed for 1 year, right? And the owner's already basically come out and said that he wants team first guys. Like, he basically shit on Kyrie, So I heard at Summer League, I've heard a lot of things, dude. I've basically heard that there's a deal in place with the Lakers for Kyrie to be traded. The Lakers are really the only team that wants him. You know what I mean? Like, and for obvious reasons, like they don't have a lot of talent on that team outside of LeBron and AD. And they need a guy like Kyrie, which is why they're the only team attached to Kyrie. However, I hear these kind of things, and then I hear guys like Darvin Ham talk, the head coach of the Lakers now, talking about what Russell Westbrook. Now, whether he's just saying the right things or whatever it may be is one thing. Russ shows up at Summer League and is coaching up the players on the Lakers bench.
Yeah.
Shocker, they go on to lose. You know. It's just how it works. But I mean, I hear these things. I hear these things from legitimate people inside the NBA. I heard it from somebody that literally works for the Lakers organization that this Kyrie deal is a done deal. But then I hear those things from Darvin Ham, and I'm like, damn, I don't know. Like,
yeah,
what is going on?
If it's so much of a done deal, why hasn't it happened yet?
Because I think there's I think they're waiting until after Summer League finishes.
Okay.
Because Pelinka's been out here. Sean Marks has been out here, the GM of the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal for the Nets because, all right, you don't want Kyrie to play for you, obviously.
Yeah.
But he could walk for nothing at the end of the year. Now, you could trade him for a guy like Westbrook and a first-round draft pick and at least get something for him because nobody else is giving you anything.
Yeah.
Because nobody else wants him but the Lakers. They're the only team. So the Lakers have a lot of leverage in the situation because of that. Yeah. The Nets don't want Kyrie, and the Lakers are the only team that does.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. If Kyrie gets moved, does Durant get moved? I don't know. But I still think the Durant deal is just, like, the Nets just hold too much leverage there.
Yeah. Well, question for you here is we saw issues with Kyrie and LeBron in the past. Does that play in?
At the same time, LeBron's been the only guy that's been able to, like, get him squarely focused on one thing, and that's basketball. Kyrie leaves LeBron, and then the fucking flat earth shit comes out, and just all these distractions, bro. But LeBron's been that one guy.
But that's again something that scares me a lot. Is there's a lot of distractions in LA.
There is, but you got to remember too, Ben. Like, Kyrie's 30 years old now. When he was with LeBron, he was younger,
and he's still causing distractions.
Right, but this is the thing. When he was with LeBron, he was like 24, 25. You know, he's with LeBron for 3 years, and he's like, okay, I want my team. Like, I'm tired of being in LeBron's shadow. He goes and does that, and now he's realized, well, fuck, dude, LeBron took a lot of pressure off me.
Yeah.
You know, being with LeBron wasn't that bad of a thing because he doesn't want that pressure. He doesn't want that spotlight. He's already shown that. You know what I mean?
He's made his money, yeah.
So now he can go back to LA, play with LeBron. LeBron can take that off of him because LeBron is the most polarizing figure in the NBA.
Yeah.
He is going to be the conversation. The Lakers suck, it's LeBron. You know what I mean? That's where the conversation goes. So I think Kyrie honestly sees it now. He's like, man, I was hella dumb to leave LeBron in the first place. Like, I had something good going on. You know, I went and tried my own thing. I did it, but it's not who I am. You know, and and then again, the Lakers are the only team that wants him. So
yeah.
He could be like, I mean, they want me. I kind of want them. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of factors in here, dude, that are, unless we're talking to Kyrie, and I obviously haven't done so. You know, who knows what the thought process is? We can only guess. We can only assume.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think Kyrie gets traded?
I think Kyrie gets traded before KD gets traded.
Absolutely. I think Kyrie gets traded. I don't think KD gets traded.
Yeah, I just don't see. I don't see any team giving the Nets what they want, even if they add a 3-team deal in here. You know, I could see the Suns going hard at it. I can see the Heat going hard at it, which is again 2 teams that KD had on his list, and I think that's part of the reason why I think they'd want to go hard on it, because KD wants to be there and he wants to win with them. You know,
the Nets, unless they give, the Suns, unless they give me Devin Booker. If I'm the Nets, I don't do it. And
it would have to be a team who would get Ayton and give, you know, a top caliber all-star back to the Nets.
Yeah. And when I first heard the trade rumors, I was like, okay, like Phoenix makes sense. I can get Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, DeAndre Ayton, and then some first round picks for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
No brainer. But then I was like, like I still got Ben Simmons. Like, you know, how good is Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton? Are they really going to be like second, third, like level players in an East that's getting better?
Yeah.
Where I have to face the Bucks, I have to face the Celtics, I have to face the Sixers, the Heat.
Yep.
The Hawks get better. I mean, it's just, that's why if I'm the Nets, dude, like I literally, sorry Kevin, we tried, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to play, welcome back. If you don't,
problem is,
good luck.
Yeah, the Heat with the big problem is Bam Adebayo and his contract, with Simmons' contract.
Yeah, but the Nets already said they don't even want Bam. They want Bam and Jimmy back for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and that's not happening.
But I mean, like
from the Nets' perspective, that's not happening.
I wouldn't even
from the Heat. Sorry, for the Heat perspective, that's not happening.
Yeah, the Heat, because the crazy thing is that the Heat are trying to trade for Donovan Mitchell now, reportedly, and like the Jazz have refused every offer the Heat have sent them. I don't think the Heat have that good of like.
No, they don't.
They think they have this great young talent. Like nobody wants Tyler Hero.
Nobody wants Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like, good luck, dude. You know, no one's just. I feel like some of these teams, especially with like GMs like and executives like Pat Riley, they think these other NBA teams are just gonna like bow down to them. Oh, you want Donovan Mitchell? Okay, here you go. You know, give me Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Here's Donovan Mitchell. You know, like it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? The Kyrie thing is fascinating because their owner said he doesn't want him, and the Lakers are literally the only team that says they want him. So the Lakers have a little bit more leverage there.
Yeah. What do you think about what about this Rudy Gobert trade that netted 4 first-round picks?
Well, that's why I think it fucked everything up, dude. Because if Rudy Gobert gets that, I mean, what's Kevin Durant gonna get? You know what I mean? Like that really changed everything.
Stephen A. Smith who said he was gonna get France.
Dude, I mean, like, if that's what they set the precedent, you know? Okay, Gobert goes for this. What is Kevin Durant's market value then?
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole roster.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I wouldn't be shocked if they really asked the Lakers for LeBron and AD and stuff like that. It's not shocking, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, let's talk about Damian Lillard, man. Damian Lillard signed a 2-year, $122 million extension. That's $61 million a year, Ben. What do you think about this extension here?
I mean,
It's a lot of money.
Good for Dame. Get that dollar. Um, I think it straps Portland down. It's a lot of money into one player when he doesn't have the backup that he needs for them to be competitive in a really tough West. Granted, I know the West isn't as tough at the top as the East is, but I mean, you put $61 million into Damian. Where are they going to get the rest of the money to pay for their number 2, number 3? That needs to get better to make them a competitive team.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I don't see it.
I mean, the Blazers aren't going to be competitive. Damian Lillard this week came out and he said, this is all about the team on the front. Bro, if a team on the front gave me $162 million too, or 122, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm loyal to that team too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's already drawn his line in the sand, Ben. He's already said, like, he's not going to come out and say it's money over everything, but I mean, let's be real.
It's money over everything.
Yeah.
With that deal right there, it's money over everything. Because he's not making that team cat friendly for bringing in other players.
Oh, not at all. And no one's ever really been like, oh, we hold Dame to this standard of LeBron because he doesn't win. Like, no one cares if Dame Lillard does or doesn't win a title. Yeah. That's not the kind of player that we perceive him to be.
Yeah.
Right.
We know he's great.
Yeah, he's a great player, but he's not like a great player that is going to lead a team to a championship. That's just not who he is.
Well, he hasn't been given that opportunity.
But I mean, like, LeBron could have taken his roster to the finals. Prime LeBron. Yeah, dude. Prime LeBron drug the 2018 Cavs to the finals, dude.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
very true. I mean, CJ McCollum, I think is a good player. He's doing great on New Orleans, or he did great on New Orleans for this last season. But I just didn't see him as a legitimate number 2 like we've seen out of the West, who have had these 1, 2, 3 punches that have really, pushed them into making the Western Conference.
Well, the problem is too, Ben, they're both small guards.
Winning the finals. Yeah.
And that's what made the Warriors really great with Klay and Steph, is because Steph isn't a great defender, but Klay was an elite defender.
Yeah.
Right. And then they bring in Wiggins, who is an elite defender.
Yeah.
So it takes pressure off the wings from Steph having to guard, a great guard player, right? Yeah. And that's kind of why I say, like, I don't think Dame should ever be that kind of player, because I don't expect him to be a great defensive player, because his size already puts him at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the roster construction was terrible. They should have moved on from the Dame CJ thing like 5 years ago. But they kept fucking beating their heads into a wall, and that's called insanity.
Yep.
But, I mean, hopefully for Dame, the Blazers are competitive. I mean, Shaedon Sharpe, their number 1 draft pick this year, was drafted number 7. He went down with a shoulder injury in the first 5 minutes of his first game, so he's out for the summer league. Not sure how long he's going to be out for. They haven't said whether he needs surgery or not, but he was in a sling last night. Mm-hmm. So, interesting to see what's going to happen there. Obviously, you don't rely on a rookie to, like, really come out and produce, like, elite production, but
yeah,
I mean, congrats, Dame. $122 million is generational money, bro. That is life-changing. I mean, not like he hasn't made life-changing money already, but, congrats to him, man. That's a talent legend right there.
Is that highest in the NBA, 61?
It will be when it kicks in, but someone's going to get more money. I mean, Giannis, when his extension comes up, will get
Giannis, Luka.
Yeah, all those dudes, bro. Once you get... That's the thing, is, like, it seems like a lot of money now, but in 5 years, we're going to look back and be like, damn, 61 million? That's nothing. This dude's making 100 million a year, dude.
I don't know.
Just wait till that Shohei Ohtani contract, dude. Oh, my God. RIP to the team that fucking signs him to that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to switch sports there, but that shit's crazy in a free market.
It's going to happen. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, y'all.
let's get to some best bets. Ben, what we got on deck for Monday?
All right, so we're gonna go with two bets. The first we are gonna go with I gotta get that page up. The first we are gonna go with San Francisco and Arizona over 7.5. We've got oh man, my page is just glitched out here. We've got two guys on the hill that aren't really pushing great numbers here, especially with Arizona being better on the road as they are at home, and San Francisco being better at home as they are on the road. You've got Merrill Kelly going up against the Giants. Kelly is 7-5 on the season with a 3.42 ERA. Alex Cobb will be going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks here. He's got a 4.7 ERA going. I'm all over the place with this. But what does that mean is that they are going to be putting up runs here. If we look at all three times that these teams have met, they have put up over those 7.5 runs. They've got 11 runs, they've got 12 runs, and they've got 8 runs within those 3 games that they've played here. And these two pitchers aren't as strong as the ones that pitched in the previous series here. So we are going to go Arizona Diamondbacks, San Francisco Giants over 7.5 here. And then we are also going to go with the Boston Red Sox, Tampa Bay Rays. We're going to go over 3.5 for the first 5 here. Both of these teams are offensively playing okay right now. Boston's one of the best offenses in the league. And then we've got Tampa Bay, who is losing Wander here, but Wander hasn't really been all that great. But the thing that really gets me here is the pitching. We've got Bryant Bello, who is young. He's really young. He's going to be a great pitcher, but he did not do well in his first start. 9 ERA on this season in his 4 innings pitched, allowed 6 hits, and I think it was 4 runs in those 4 innings. So not too impressive there. Then you've got Whistler on the hill for Tampa Bay, who is doing better, 2.58 ERA. But last time he played the Boston Red Sox, he did get lit up. So we are going to go with Boston, Tampa Bay, first 5 over 3.5 runs.
Damn, over 3.5 runs. I like that. The only thing I don't like is that the Rays cannot fucking hit, man.
Yeah, they've been putting up runs in the last few games here.
Barely. Against the Reds too. My 2 best bets of the week, we're going to go Philadelphia Phillies, minus 115. Aaron Nola's taking the hill, and he sports a 3.15 ERA, but he has a 3 xFIP and a 2.81 xERA, expected ERA. But more importantly, on the road in 55 innings, he has a 2.13 ERA, so he's been absolutely phenomenal. He's been great in his last couple starts. St. Louis's offense has been absolutely anemic, averaging less than 3 runs per game in their last 10, and the bottom of their lineup, 5 to 9, all hitting under 200 right now. Mikolas, since he had his almost no-hitter against the Pirates, has made 4 starts, gone 23 2/3 innings, 3 ERA, 4.25 xFIP, and 4.4 SIERA. Give me the Phillies here, minus 115. I like that value with Aaron Nola on the mound. That's who we're backing. And then I'm going Atlanta Braves, Ben. I'm taking 2 NL East teams. Let's go Braves, minus 117. Fried versus Scherzer. Sign me up for this pitching duel, but give me the Braves. Mets struggle versus lefties, 18th in WRC plus on the road versus left-handed pitching, and the Braves rake right-handed pitching, especially at home, 3rd in WRC plus and top 5 in WOBA. Atlanta is 2nd in runs scored at home. I love the Braves in this spot. Max Fried, all-star, Cy Young contender. Let's go.
Oh yeah. All right, so those were 4 good bets for Monday. What is it? Monday the 12th. Definitely put those bets in Monday the 11th, excuse me. Definitely put those bets in early because we can see some fluctuation there. But it is time to get back to our beers. We are going to be rating our beers out of 5. We're going to be rating them on taste, on smell, on mouthfeel, on everything that is on this side of the sun. So tell me, Jordan.
Yes.
Tell me about the revision. Tell me about your Coronado.
Well, first I want to say definitely get on these bets first, because at first one of my best bets was over 11 Padres Rockies, and that line moved to 12 in like literally 30 minutes. So
wow.
it tells you that would have been a good bet, but I didn't play it. I would still honestly play the over 12, but these beers, the Revision, the Glitter Moon, with tiny unicorns. This one was good. It wasn't like the best hazy IPA I had. I would definitely drink it again, even though it was a double IPA. It wasn't too heavy, so it was like nice go down. Like it wasn't like hard to drink, right? Still wouldn't drink like a ton of them in a sitting, dude. But
Yeah, not at 8.5.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Like I would definitely drink it again. I would buy it again. This Coronado, I'm sipping on it a little slowly, and it's not because of the flavor. It's more to do with that 8.5 kind of hit me like, a couple sips in to this first one, but this one's good. I don't really taste like the lactose. It is for a hazy IPA kind of a little sour. It's citrusy. It's good mouthfeel. Like it's soft. It's good. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. It's something I would drink again. Something I'll buy again.
Okay, 2 4s. That's definitely not bad.
Yeah.
So the first one I had was the
I don't taste any
Lagunitas.
mango though, at all.
For a mango beer, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Sorry. How are your beers?
So the Stereotopic number 5, Stereotopic.
I like
This
that
was a good one.
bottle.
Yeah, great bottle here. All of theirs are just a little bit variation of that bottle and logo there. So I'm gonna give this one a 4.25 out of 5. The aroma was great, very fruity, very tropical here. Mouthfeel was definitely a plus. Very nice and crisp. Doesn't leave that kind of that film on your mouth, and you really couldn't tell that this was a 7.2 percenter. So this is one that you could drink and drink a few of. Definitely might hit you at the end of the night if you're drinking 3 of them. But great taste, great aroma. I'm going to give this one a 4.25. The second one, the Hops of Wrath. This was from Dust Bowl. This one was kind of meh. I'm going to give it a 3 meh. Yeah, 3.75 out of 5. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. The aroma didn't really match the taste here. Definitely got kind of a piney aroma to it, but a kind of citrusy taste. Which was just a little bit off, which again, it wasn't bad, but mouthfeel was all right. It left a little bit of a film on the mouth as you're drinking it, but it is a crisp and kind of has that hoppiness to it. The taste was meh, nothing special, nothing bad. So 3.75. Nothing to write home about, but still a good beer.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. So thank you all for listening to the podcast. Make sure to check out all of our podcasts coming this week with Jordan, Swerve and Irvin, and myself. We're going to be back tomorrow. Jordan and Irvin are going to be here. Jordan and I will be here on Tuesday, and then Jordan and Irvin will follow that up Wednesday night. Great podcasts every single day. We've got college football roundups. We've got baseball going on hard. We've got news coming out of every single sport right now. So we'll be tapping into all of that, and we'll be drinking some good beers while we do it. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at Taproom. Oh my gosh, I'm doing these backwards.
At Taproom _ sports.
Yes, at Taproom _ sports on Twitter. If you're on Instagram, at Taproom Sports Podcast. Check out Jordan, which is at Jordan Rules TSP. I'm still not on there, so don't even look. But you can also go to our website, www.taproomsportspodcast.com, to check out all of our podcast info and everything that we're in collaboration with. Make sure to check out, check out Devour. Go on to Devour.com. Download the Devour app, use promo code TAPROOM when signing up, and get $10 off our first purchase of $25 or more. That's free beer straight to your front door. I'm Big Ball and Ben Larson here with Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. We will see you tomorrow.
Nice. Bro, they sent me fucking two of the college football preview magazines.
Say that again. Sorry, hold on. Let's wait for this song to be over.
Oh, sorry. Damn, turn the volume all the way down.
Hella loud on my side.
That's fucking weird. They sent me 2 fucking college football previews.
Nice.
I don't know why.